welcome to 5 Minutes With. I'm Greg Kirkham alongside my fantastic co-host Thad Barnes. And today we're joined by two incredible entrepreneurs. So first, we have Risa Stein, CEO and owner of SeeInMe based in Kansas City, Missouri. Next up, I've got Tyler Kanczuzewski, owner of ReGen South Bend LLC, based in South Bend, Indiana. Let's dive right in, guys. First, Risa, tell us about where you got your start. What inspired SeeInMe?
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys today. SeeInMe was born out of some of my personal experiences as a patient, a provider, and a family caregiver for my grandfather who had Alzheimer's and my son who has Tourette syndrome. Had a somewhat difficult time a few years back with explaining to others how to provide the best care for them when they were unable to advocate for themselves. So SeeInMe started as sort of a digital psychosocial resume for an individual, and then it has grown and expanded to a HIPAA compliant platform where we can basically share real-time updates on how to deliver care to someone in a personally sensitive way, up to date and coordinated amongst all the individuals, healthcare related or otherwise, who work with an individual.
Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. What a business. And next up, Tyler, tell us about ReGen South Bend LLC.
Yeah, so I'm based in South Bend and really passionate about sustainability. I did a graduate program at Grand Valley State and did a MBA program with a sustainability focus. And then after that, I kind of doubled down in my career in terms of like sustainable development and what sustainability means to me and my town. And so then I ended up starting this group, ReGen South Bend, and right now it's focused on community development and some properties and some buildings close to downtown South Bend that are focused in not only restoring old buildings, but also eco-friendly habitat. I think a lot of times when we're developing land or buildings, we don't give enough credit and consideration to nature. So I'm trying to incorporate more nature into the buildings and the properties that I'm working with in South Bend. And there's a lot of good movement already with South Bend. Mayor Pete kind of helped start that movement years ago. And now Mayor James Mueller. There's a lot of good people that are sticking around. It was kind of one of the dying cities for a while. Or considered one of the dying cities, and now it's really revitalizing, and so ReGen is trying to be part of that.
Well, I love both of your stories. I have ties to both areas, so I'm particularly interested in what both of you guys are doing. And Tyler, I'll kind of roll back to you really quickly. What's kind of the one thing that excites you the most about what you're doing? Like if you could, it just, can encapsulate it into one thing.
Yeah. I think the building aspect of it is pretty cool. Being into environmentalism, you don't always think about the embodied carbon in an old building. And I think there's a lot of focus on tear down and build new as kind of the way to go for development. And I've learned that that's really not the best for the environment or for communities. Sometimes, if you can restore an old building, you might have more affordable rents for people that want to rent out space in the building. And you might save a lot of money versus tearing it down and building new. So that's been a surprise to me and pretty exciting.
Yeah, great points. And Risa, what about you? What's kind of that one thing that really gets you jazzed?
For me, I think it would be putting the humanity back in health-related interactions, particularly for individuals with complex care needs. Our focus in healthcare has become so impersonal and focused on the bottom line. And now with the introduction of AI, which is a wonderful thing, but I think it takes us farther and farther from those original human relationships between any sort of provider and any sort of individual receiving care across any setting. And so what SeeInMe aims to do is re-infuse that person-centered relationship, care-based relationships, things that you're never going to be able to get from AI, like does Timmy like trains or dinosaurs? The sort of thing that helps create trusting relationships. And that's why I do what I do.
Wow.
I love that.
Fantastic. Wonderful stories from both of you. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. To learn more about these guests and their businesses, visit dailynewsnetwork.com.